Alright, what's up guys, it's Spiderwolf back for another Umamusume video. So today we're going over the brand new NARITA TAISHIN and then the brand new support banner Yaeno Muteki and Zeno Rob Roy. Before we get started, I really appreciate you guys drop a like, comment, subscribe, would really help me out trying to get to 1,000 subscribers for the year. But with that being said, let's get into this. As a quick heads up, two things. One, support banner, don't need a roll for. The same thing with NARITA, unless you're not NARITA. For anybody's here for a quick answer, there you go. One other thing too, if you guys are planning to stay for a little bit longer, I'm re-recording this video because my microphone decided to be fucking stupid as shit, and I sounded like a little fucking chipmunk, so that fucking pissed me off a little bit. I was going through editing software and I was like, okay, yeah, no, this is literally just scrapped. I don't know why my microphone has been doing this. If you guys have a fine microphone, let me know down in the comments below why my microphone may be like changed, like because as of like a couple of weeks ago, it started doing this weird thing where like sometimes it'll just make me sound like a chipmunk or maybe have like a really deep voice out of nowhere, and I don't have any like modifications to it. But I don't know, it just really annoyed me because I literally made a whole 20-minute video and the whole video was basically screwed over with this like inconsistent audio. But I guess that's my fault for not checking it good enough. I literally checked that, I thought it was fine, but nope, apparently I need to make sure it sounds, you know, perfect, you know, whatever. Anyways, let's get into NARITA TAISHIN here. So she's has more stats into power. Power is the most stats she has. She also has stats in speed, wit. Her least is going to be guts, and then she has a pretty good amount in stamina as well. She's built for turf, medium, long. She's great at end. She can work in late. She has a more growth rate towards speed and more growth rate towards guts. Her unique skill Nemesis increases velocity when smoldering ambition when moving up from a position toward the back of the pack on the final corner, so she's great for late or end. She's not going to be that great for pace in front though. Her potential skills here though: straightaway spurt, 180 skill points without any of the discounts, slightly increased acceleration on a straight on the last spurt as an end closer. All these are for her being an end closer, by the way. Sleeping Lion, decreased fatigue mid-race, slightly increased velocity on a straight end closer, and Encroaching Shadow, increased acceleration on a straight in the last spurt. So not too bad of a character, not too broken, but she isn't like one of those like prime Umas that's like really overpowered, so you really don't need to worry about getting her. Unless you like the Uma, then sure, go ahead. Otherwise you can completely skip out on her, so she's not that crazy. Also, the fact that she's leaning more towards guts because she has 20% guts growth rate will be good in the future, but for right now, pretty useless, so that kind of sucks. For the support card, we here, not bad guys, we have Yaeno Muteki. Unique perk, Fiery Discipline, Training Effectiveness and Specialty Priority, level 30. Her career event, it's on, increased velocity when passing another runner mid-race, 170 skill points. So basically going to be great for NARITA here, going to be great for any other pace and late runners as well. So not too bad there. Now, going to NARITA here, into a bit more details. So we already looked at all this. Her innate skills was Lone Wolf, moderately increased performance when no other runners have the heart of Lone Wolf. And basically this gets you an extra 40 speed stat if nobody else has it, so that's pretty useful if no one else does have it. She also has Standing By, slightly decreased fatigue mid-race as an end closer, so basically you always want to have a couple of these blue skills, especially if it's like a long race. Granted, she is not too, actually no, she's good in long races, so yeah, this is gonna be good regardless. So yeah, great in long races. You always want to have something with like stamina recovery, like blue skills to recover your stamina or fatigue or whatever, so this is great for her since she is really good in long races. She also has Murmur here, slightly disturbs runners directly ahead mid-race as medium, so basically this is going to make the runners in the front of her basically like kind of slow down or whatever, or be not too sure what to do. And then these are all her skills that she, so you know, no one to be going over. All these right here, potential skills, these will unlock as you ascend her basically, and she will have these once you do ascend her more. Now she has a couple of vault skills here. So the first one here for Sleeping Lion, if you at least get 4 skills for an aptitude or get at least 5 speed type skills, Sleeping Lion will now increase to Menacing Presence, and basically at a random point in the middle of the race, if you're in the back of the pack, your speed will slightly increase and your stamina will recover. So basically now she gets a bit of a speed increase on top of getting stamina recovery. And then she has Encroaching Shadow, which turns into Spurring Emotions. This one basically, as long as you win a Tensho Show Spring or win any G1 race 3 times and have at least 600 guts, it'll transform into Spurring Emotions, and basically during the last spurt of the race, your acceleration and point of view will increase. So that one's pretty good if you do have 600 guts and you do at least 3 G1 races or at least win 1 Tenno Show Spring. And then she has skills Prevent, Standing By, slightly decreased fatigue mid-race as an end closer, so not too bad as well. And then basically these are going to be all her races. So she has the Junior Make Debut, like every other Uma. She has the Hopeful Stakes, Satsuki Show, Tokyo Yushin or Japanese Derby, the Kiko Show, the Nikki Show, Tenno Show Spring, Tenno Show Autumn, and then Armakinen. And that's basically all she has for those races. So, you know, decent stuff here all around. So if any of these races interest you or whatever, there you go. Now, for the support card here, we're going to be going over the base skills and all that at level 1. Same thing with this SR card. But like I said, these are pretty not great. These are kind of trash, not going to lie, but we'll still go over them just so you guys know what they do exactly. So this one is going to be a strength card here, or power, whatever. Base 0 dupes. She has this has a unique effect of increased the effectiveness of training performed together by 5%. Increase the frequency at which the character participates in the preferred training by 20. Friendship bonus is at 15. Hand levels is at level 2. Hit frequency 40%. Mood effect 30%, training effectiveness 5%, and then initial friendship gauge at 15. And then basically these are going to be all the support hints that this support card will give you. So we have ramp up, slightly increased velocity when passing another runner mid-race, pump stretch haste, slightly increased velocity in the last spurt, prepare to pass, slightly increased ability to break out of the pack on the final corner as a pace chaser, up tempo, slightly increased positioning ability when positioned toward the front mid-race, medium, tail held high, slightly increased velocity after activating many steals mid-race, and then she has a stat gain of +2 stamina and +6 power. So some of these are going to be great for, you know, Narita, some aren't, because some of them are basically saying be in the front or be a pace chaser. So some of these will be better for other Umas, and then some of these, you know, will be better. You know, basically like some will be better for some Umas that are in the front, some will be better for the ones at the back. So it's a little bit spread out and not really focused on too many things. Granted, there's no like increasing speed other than velocity here, so this one's like kind of decent with some of the stuff here, but these are all the orange type skills, right? Now we have skills from events. Subdued late surgers, slightly increased fatigue for late surgers early race. We also have hesitant late surgers, slightly decreased velocity of late surgers late race, so basically screwing over any late racers. We also have playtimes over, slightly increased velocity when followed by another runner directly behind her for a long time, or directly behind for a long time. So basically it's going to be great for anybody that's front, pace, or late, not so much for end chasers though. We have also it's on, increased velocity when passing another runner mid-race. This is going to be great for anybody that's not front, basically. We also have medium corners, slightly increased velocity on a corner. This one's not too bad. Granted, if you do have Kudos on Black with Professor of Curvature, that one's probably better than this one, but it's not too bad either. And that's pretty much all that this one's cooking up at base level. Now for the SR card, this one also not that great. Granted, you only worrying about this at MLB, so we might as well just jump straight to MLB here. But I guess we can also cover what it does at 0 dupes. So at 0 dupes, basically a 10% training, initial stamina when beginning career is 20, friendship bonus 15, hit level 2, hit frequency 40%, mood effect 30%, training effectiveness 5%, and initial friendship gauge 15. Now at MLB, we're looking at 20% friendship gauge, hit level 3, hit frequency 50%, mood effect 40%, training effectiveness 5%, initial friendship gauge 20, special priority 60. Basically, when it increases the frequency at which the character participates in the preferred training. So basically, since it's more towards speed and guts, this should proc more on having either showing up on speed or on guts, and it has a stamina bonus of 1 when you do train together with the support card. And then basically the support hints. All of these are basically maneuverability skills, so it's going to basically be if you're getting blocked, you'll move or whatever. Like if you go through these really quickly, as one for pace chaser and late surger, basically moderately increased ability to get into good position for either of these. We have slightly increased velocity on a straight. That's one of the only speed skills this one has. Then the rest are basically slightly increased maneuverability when the way ahead is blocked, or increased ability to navigate smoothly as a pace chaser, or moderately increased navigation early race. So most of these are basically just to get, helping you maneuver your move around basically a lot easier. This one does have a stat gain of +6 stamina and +2 guts. We also have skills from events, sharp gaze, slightly startle other runners late race as a late surger, and then medium straight waist, slightly increased velocity on a straight medium. So not too crazy. This one definitely doesn't have that many great support hints here, since these are all about maneuverability. Yes, having 1 or 2 of these is good, but not having a support card that literally has only those that it's reducing, right? So not that great. Now if we go to the tier list here, if we go straight to the SSR one and we take a peep at where that one is, this one's gonna be in C tier. Is that right? C tier? Let me just double check. Yeah, C tier. So not too crazy. Yeah, so it's a C tier, so it's decent if you do get MLB. Otherwise, there's a lot of other better options, right? Way better options. Like the vodka one here is pretty good. El Condor is pretty good. So you have definitely multiple different options to run. Of course, okay, that's interesting. I always hate when that happens. Okay, yeah. So it was C tier, but then it's like, I guess when I moved some cards, more got added to here. But basically, you know, it was C tier, but now it dropped to E tier, right? So, you know, not really that great of support card, specifically for URA races. So this one's like an okay one, but not really one you're gonna be going for. Like I said, not really that crazy support card. So if you don't get it, don't worry about it, because there's literally better options. Like literally, like look at these SR cards. They're literally way better MLB compared to this SSR card at MLB. Now for the SR card, same thing. This one's also really not that great either. This one's gonna be E tier at MLB, so you can already see already not that great. And these other SR cards at MLB are way better than it. And then, you know, we got like Supercreek. Yeah, Supercreek, I like, yeah, you know, MLB clearly being one of the better ones. So not really card you need to worry about. If you get it, I mean, it's decent to level up, but at the same time, there's other better options for you to level up instead of this SR card of Zeno Roy. So don't really worry about this one. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I guess we'll quickly go look at the MLB before we wrap things up. So this is what you get at the MLB for the SSR card here. So we are getting, yeah, so this is the same. You now get 20% friendship bonus, or yeah, 20%. If you get hit level 4, which is kind of cool, don't see too many of those. You get hit frequency 60%, mood effect 40%, training effect bonus 5%, increased friendship gauge by 20, power bonus by 1, race bonus by 10%. That one's usually pretty good. I think it's pretty good. And then we have fan bonus 15%. So decent stuff. Fan bonus is pretty good if you are trying to get like a lot of races in and get like a lot your Uma's like a higher tier from doing your races and winning those. That could be really great for that. And then the race bonus is also really good too to help you win more of your races. So honestly, not a bad MLB for what it gives you. But then again, since it's clearly it's rated like fairly low, right? Like we go back to the tier list here, it's rated as like an E tier one, so there's clearly better options. But I'm not too sure why exactly that is. My only guess is that even though some of these may be good, I'm guessing it's just the support skills here aren't good enough compared to what other ones are doing, is my assumption. But yeah, you know, I guess one thing that's kind of nice is that I literally shaved this video in half because I'm recording this. Hopefully the audio isn't screwed over. I'll find out after, you know, when I edit this video. But yeah, overall, don't really need to worry about this banner. I'd say if you're interested in maybe rolling, if you didn't summon for Kitasan Black, as I said in my last video, if you guys did watch it, which I would highly recommend, even though it's a little bit long, roll for Supercreek if you did not roll for Kitasan Black. But if you did roll for Kitasan Black, I think you're perfectly fine with skipping Supercreek banner and just saving for either Kitasan rerun, because she will have a rerun fairly soon. JP was like about 6 months from when it did come out, so yeah, but it should come out like relatively soon. Otherwise, you can just save for your favorite Umas, because there's a lot of Umas coming out, and a couple of them are pretty good, which should be starting around October or November, when we should start seeing our first like big Umas that are actually somewhat kind of worth pulling for, because they are coming kind of good for being a parent or whatever, or just like, you know, having them race. Anyways, with that being said, if you guys are summoning, let me know how it goes in the comments down below. Good luck with you guys summons if you are summoning, but like I said, I highly advise against it. But if you're a whale, you know, I don't really know why you're watching this video, other than maybe getting some extra information on what you're pulling for, right? But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace and take care, everybody.